Hey guys, it's time for Be Social TV, and today we get to talk about overcoming growing pains. This will be a different kind of Be Social TV. So if you are here, please say hey, catching the replay, let us know. I've actually been spending some time in a book. All right. And some of you might know that I recently became a Maxwell Leadership Certified Team member, and I now get to teach some different classes and courses. And today's focus is going to be from one of the books that I am diving into with my impact makers. We're starting a new 8-week series on this specific book. 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth by John Maxwell. So I pulled part of this. I took so many notes last night, and I thought, you know what? This is what we're going to talk about today. And we're going to talk about what you guys need to do if you are stuck. Do you ever feel stuck? If you feel stuck, there's going to be 10 questions. They're pretty easy to answer. 10 questions to help you overcome some of these growing pains. So go ahead and say good morning if you're here. Let me know what's in your cup today. A quick invite if you're not here yet, okay? Quick invite if you have not registered. This is what's happening next with us. Before we jump in our topic for today, we have a virtual party challenge coming up. We talked about it last week. There's over 80 of you registered already. So thank you. Go to virtualpartychallenge.com. It is free. There is an optional party pack upgrade. Hi, Layla. There is a free ticket and then a virtual party pack upgrade option with a bonus Canva branding course. Okay. So if you already registered last week, but you're like, wait, I didn't see the upgrade. I added it midweek, end of last week. Just go re-register. It's free anyway. It'll just put you back in the system. And then you'll see page 2 with that upgrade. So if anybody grabbed it, thank you. Let us know what you think so far. So for those of you who have heard of John Maxwell, he's a leadership teacher. He is someone that in my network marketing experience, we were always taught to read his books. And I'm curious, are you guys book readers? You can get this on Audible, okay? So being a new Maxwell team leader, certified team leader with the Maxwell team, this is the first book that I chose to dive into. And so inside of our Impact Makers program, we're starting our 8-week series on Wednesday. So I thought I'd bring to the Social Sales School a small portion from the first 2 chapters of this book. So get ready. If you feel stuck, I always ask, and I would love for you guys to answer. This is Be Social TV. How much time are you spending every single day on personal development? Okay. How much time are you spending every single day on personal development? Answer that before we dive in. Hi, Jacinda. What's up, Christina? How are you guys doing? Anna Masai's in the house. Now, if you're like, wait, what's the workbook? I can't just give everybody the workbook. It's only for people in the full course, okay? And I'm doing that inside of Impact Makers. So if you're not an Impact Maker, you do not have a workbook. So don't worry about what she's talking about for today's topic, okay? So answer me in the comments below, how much time are you guys spending on personal development? So here's the catch-22. It's like, well, in order to learn who I am, I've got to grow, but I've got to know what areas I need to grow in. And the best thing you can do is start just doing things. And one of the things I heard in the John Maxwell book last night, he said, you got to say before you get out of bed 50 times, do it anyway. 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 Type do it anyway in the comments below. And when John Maxwell said that, I was like, gosh, I don't feel like doing it. I'm not sure what to do. I don't know if this will work. I've tried this before. Do it anyway. So if you guys are ready to overcome some growing pains, give this video lots of love, share it with somebody else on your team who is also feeling stuck or ready to grow. And if you guys are really ready to grow, here's what John Maxwell is suggesting in this book, just a small blip of it that I can give you guys. There's 10 questions that you guys need to answer. I would love if you answer them in the comments. You don't have to. I would appreciate if some super fast typer can type out the questions. I can pop them up on the screen. But remember, growing is not a goal. Okay. It is a lifelong process. And you have to start with being intentional. So you simply can schedule your growth time. So I like to schedule my morning with some little personal development time just when I'm getting the kids ready, when I'm brushing my teeth, when I'm driving in the car, I turn on personal development. So if you guys are like, it's so boring, it's so necessary. All right. It is just necessary. Okay, overcoming growing pains. Here are the 10 questions you guys need to ask yourself, specific steps to amazing growth. And inside of our Impact Makers program, we will be diving in to the first 2 chapters on Wednesday. Okay, so you guys need to spend a significant amount of time, not just real quick today on Be Social TV and check out, but a specific amount of time to answer these questions for your own life. Are you ready? Anna says she's going to try to type the questions. Okay, Anna Masai, question number 1. Let me get to my number 1. All right, so when John Maxwell is helping because a lot of times we're like, oh, I want to do this thing. I'm going to do this thing, but I didn't do this thing, or I started this thing and it wasn't in alignment. So the first 4 questions are actually going to be around passion and purpose. So question number 1, do you like what you are doing now? Type in the comments below, yes or no. Now be thinking about, a lot of us are building businesses alongside something else, okay? Do you like what you're doing now? Do you like the current job you have? Do you like the current business you're growing? Do you like what you're doing now? That could be a pretty simple question to answer. If somebody can type that in the comments below, I will pop it on the screen. Thank you, Anna. Okay, so I'll read a little bit that I just took from the notes when I was reading the chapter as much as I can. I can't give you all the full course, like I said on this video. But he says a lot of people make a living out of necessity, but you don't have to do that forever. Do you have a full-time job right now? And you've said like, oh gosh, but I have to do this. This is my means to an end. But do you like what you're doing? He says you don't have to stay there forever. An unexamined life is not worth living. Ooh. But living life truly is worth examining. Okay. So he said, maybe you don't have to keep doing what you're doing. Question number 2. What would you like to do? Question number 2. What would you like to do, you guys? Anna, if you want to type that one in, that's awesome. I'll expand while you're doing that. He said we have aspirations, dreams, and we're starting to figure out our passion. What would you like to do? What actually gives you energy? What gets you excited? What could you do with excellence? A lot of people think like, oh, I couldn't ever monetize my passion, meaning they think I can't find a way to make money doing what I'm passionate about. And he dives into talking about how it doesn't have to be like, maybe it's your job and you can find some different thing in that job that you're more passionate about and put your energy into it. The ENE is energy and excellence. And he says one person with passion is better than 99 people with interest. What do you guys think about that? Now, I think it's interesting as we go through these 10 questions. It's not like, oh, here's the 3 top tips of the party graphics and here's the blah, because 80% of why y'all are not getting results is the stuff that we're covering here. Okay. So keep with me. Inside of Action Takers and Impact Makers this month, we've been doing a lot of like self-worth, limiting beliefs, really figuring out what's holding us back. And we're simply not investing time in growth. Okay. So listen to your heart to find your passion. Were you guys in Ignite Your Impact when we talked about tight butt syndrome? Were you in there when we talked about like, God, some things just don't bring us joy. We keep doing these certain things and we're like, I hate everything about what I'm doing. What does your heart really say? If you're struggling to find your passion, listen to your heart. This was awesome. He said, if you can actually find what you're passionate about, you can't be replaced. An employer can't outsource or automate your passion. We tend to just keep doing the same thing over and over and over, and we have no like true passion, no excitement. We're not doing it with energy. We're not doing it with excellence. It's really easy to replace someone like that. Number 3, can you do what you would like to do? So if you feel like, gosh, I got to dig into this more, that's why it's a 15-week or 15 chapter book. It's why we're doing it over 8 weeks for an hour to an hour and a half inside of Impact. But inside of Be Social TV, I thought I would just bring up some thoughts to start. Okay. Number 3, can you do what you would like to do? So a lot of people get out of alignment, and whether you're with a network marketing company, you're building your own business, you've got an Etsy shop, you're working a day job and thinking about creating your own thing, are you in alignment? And this was a big word for me at the end of 2021 when I was looking at a different avenue I could go after making a decision. Right? For those of you that don't know, after making a decision to leave a network marketing company after 15 years, crazy, because certain things were no longer in alignment. I have this social sales school with you guys. Shout out to those of you watching it in the group. Shout out to you guys that are over on YouTube and anybody that's watching it on my Facebook business page. And I had built this coaching business, I don't even know what I want to call it besides that. I kind of pool it under that. And I was still doing network marketing. And a policy change came out, and it was going to require me to make a decision that would affect my coaching business. And I realized I was no longer in alignment. And it was a very hard decision. And I thought, well, can I do what I would like to do in another way? Is there any other way that I can still do what I like to do? And I thought, yeah, there is. I can keep pouring into you guys in social sales school. I can keep pouring into my impact makers. Action Takers Elite Club. Do you guys know when you came about? Where are you guys at? Where are you guys at? If you're a club member, okay, and you're not inside of full impact, shout yourself out. If you're an impact maker, shout yourself out. So we had impact. I left my network marketing company, and then Layla, if she's still here, I'm like, I want to create this club. I don't know what it is. And we talked about it. And she helped me create Action Takers Elite Club at the end of November 2021. Within a month and a half of leaving my company officially, a new opportunity came. Okay. And then in March, I'm like, I think we're going to do more with parties, but not the way we used to do parties. And we started our virtual party community. And then in June, I found a new home in network marketing. You don't know, but could you do what you would like to do? And are you limiting yourself, or are there opportunities out there? So you must be in alignment. Is it possible for you to do what you want to do and what you're good at? Is it possible? Do you know what values, priorities, and organizational, that's my doctor, hold on. That's just a reminder for tomorrow. Do you know what priorities and values you have, and do they align with your organization's values and priorities? This could be your network marketing company. This could be a job that you have. What values and priorities do you have, and are they in alignment with where you're spending your time? Okay, you can dig into this more with me on Wednesday if you're inside of Impact. Number 4, why? Ooh, isn't that the hardest question? Why do you want to do what you want to do? Why do you want to do what you want to do? There's Anna in the house, Impact Maker. Leslie's here, Impact Maker. Jacinda, we're going to dig into this more this week. I hope you're ready. Number 4, why do you want to do what you want to do? And this honestly is a very, very good question to stop and think about for a minute. We've got 6 more. You guys replay this video, go through these questions this week. Impact, let's dig in it together on Wednesday. Do you have the right motives? Okay, because right now you're choosing, right? You're choosing to do some things. So do you have the right motives for what you want to do? Can you keep the path clear? When you have the right motives, you will sleep well at night. Do you guys remember whenever I was talking about selling my home care agency? And so John Maxwell talks about, are you walking in your calling? Is this something you were really born for? Does it give you energy? Okay. And after my mother passed in end of 2012, I took over the family business, and it was in a bad way. Y'all know, a lot of you know the story. and I took out personal loans. I actually tried to give the business. First, I tried to sell it. Nobody wanted to buy it. Then I tried to give it away. Nobody would take the client list. So then I took out a personal loan. I'm like, fine, we'll keep this thing going for a few months just to serve the clients that we have, to keep the employees that we have. And at that time, we had 12 clients and 17 employees serving seniors in their home. Okay. And I take over this business. And then I'm like, okay, I think I can actually do this. I'll give it 3 to 5 years. And I partnered with our office manager, the only person that was left. And I was like, we're going to figure this out. We're going to make this business be what my mom wanted it to be, the blessing to her family. We're going to serve the community well. And you guys, we took a business that had 3 payrolls and back payroll taxes due, that had debt, that was a mess over the 9 or 10 months that my mom was sick before she passed, that we really didn't have systems in place. That's why we teach systems here. And we turned it around. And by the middle of 2017, I was able to sell that business. We were right under the $1 million mark. I sold that business. There were 75 employees, 40 to 50 clients. We were like a very well-respected agency that stayed the course when other companies shut down. We had the right heart. We had the right mission. But I realized, and this is where this goes in with this question on the screen, this is not my passion. Why do I want to do this? And I met with a business consultant. It's like those of you who have high paying jobs. I'm on calls with you guys all the time. You're stuck because you know you don't really want to be doing it, but you're justifying it because of a paycheck or whatever you're doing. And that's what I did. I'm like, look, but we've done this great thing and we've grown this great thing and it's so amazing. And I met with a business consultant and I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. He's like, why would you not do this? Pay somebody $50,000 a year and hire on a director and just walk away and still own it. And I was like, no, this is not my calling. And wherever your faith aligns, it aligns. But I said, if I stood at the feet of Jesus and I kept doing this business, I'm not walking in my calling. And I sold the business. And people were like, you're so dumb. Because by then it was streamlined. There was 4 office staff. We had systems in place. We were known in the community. We were very, very profitable by that time. I was like, peace out, homies. This is not what I want to do, because I want to do something that gives me energy. You guys, what I'm doing now gives me energy, not just because I can, right? And so it took the next year and a half to figure out what I was going to do. Number 5, do you know what to do? Anna, this is going to be a little bit lengthier. Number 5, we're going to move into creating your plan. Okay. So this is under creating your plan. Number 5, do you know what to do? And you guys can all type this if you want to. Do you know what to do so you can do what you want to do? It's like a Dr. Seuss rhyme. Do you know what to do so you can do what you want to do? Okay, so now we're starting to figure out like alignment, purpose, passion. There's some things I'd like to do. I realize the things I'm doing now, maybe I have to keep doing for a while, but I really want to go after my dreams. Okay. These next 5 questions, these next 6 questions are really going to be what's going to call you out on whether you're not going to do it or whether you are. Okay. So now you got to create your plan. Do you know what to do so that you can do what you want to do? Where are you at right now? And where do you want to be? Where are you starting at and where do you really want to be? Okay. Are you aware of the choices that you need to start making right now to get you toward what you want? And we talked a lot about this in Ignite Your Impact. And you guys, if you like this kind of content, give me feedback. I know Be Social TV is sometimes like fun, but we got to get real, y'all. Y'all are here to make a difference. And I am in too many conversations with people that if they could just answer these questions, they'd either quit calling me or they'd go, I got it. And I know exactly where I need help. But we're all kind of like struggling, trying to figure it out. Okay, so listen to this. Are the choices that you're making on a daily basis, are the activities that you're doing, are what you're spending your time in, the things that are going to take you from where you are to where you want to be? So a lot of you are network marketers and we talk all the time. You can't say, I want to be a team leader. I want to recruit. I don't understand why I don't have a team. You know, look at that girl over there getting all this stuff and doing all these things and look at poor me. When your actions don't align with what you say you want. Okay. So if you are here, but you want to be here, What do you need to start doing right now? What would this person further down in the journey be doing every single day? She'd be doing personal development. She'd have a daily method of success. She'd have an action plan. She would do it anyway, right? She would stretch herself and grow herself. She would take care of herself first so that she can take care of others, right? She wouldn't ask for a team. She would start leading herself first and start attracting the team. Walk the faith walk if you want with me again for a second here. I always parallel it to Jesus, right? He just modeled and walked the walk. He kept telling the story, tell the story, show up, be consistent, do the do. He didn't knock on people's doors and push himself through and sit on their couch and be like, you must join my team. Right? So where are you at? Where do you want to be? And what are the things you need to do right now? What steps will you take starting right now that you will tell yourself, oh, I'll start doing that when I have a team. I'll start doing that when I have a 6-figure business. You will never have those things if you don't start doing them right now, right? Okay. Under this portion of create your plan now, he moves into action. And hold on, let me pull up my other notes because I'm skipping a question. Hold on, let me go into the book because on number 6, I didn't write number 6 down. I wrote number 7 down. So let me go. We're in, if you guys do go into this book, this is all in chapter 2. Number 3, number 4, number 5, number 7. Number 6. Do you know people who do what you'd like to do? This is from this book. Okay. Do you know people who do what you would like to do? Number 6. And this is under attraction. Y'all are in attraction marketing, right? If you go back to the oldies but goodies, I mean, John Maxwell's been writing books for like 50 some odd years. You hear things that are like little catchphrases in the industry. This is foundational stuff that somebody made sound super easy. Attraction. Do you know people who do what you would like to do? What are those people doing? Who are the people that, oh, I did write down number 6. He says, do you know people who do what you would like to do? There are answers in their wisdom. Okay. Why, when I came back to network marketing and I realized the way that I was going to do things was different than my upline. Okay. Why did I decide to go get myself aligned with people who are doing it the way I wanted to do it? Why did I start searching out people who were building businesses online? Why did I start searching out people who had the lifestyle that I wanted? There are answers in their wisdom. Almost 4 years later, I started in January 2019 online. I've learned a whole lot that I would love to help you in the journey. That's why we have classes and courses now. These people can show you the way, and I'm not the only one by any means. Find yourself a mentor. He's going to dig into this more. These people that are doing what you want to do can help show you the way. If you're an impact maker, you guys know I recommend it people all the time. I'm still on the journey. I look at who's a few steps ahead, who's doing what I want to do, and what are they doing? What can I learn from them, right? He says, pay if you need to, pay for someone's time, but here's what you must do. And those of you that are in any kind of coaching program with us, I thought this was interesting. If you have a mentor, he said, for every 1 hour of interaction that you're going to get with someone, you need to spend 2 hours preparing for that time. What? 2 hours preparing for the 1 hour of coaching or mentorship time. And then after that time, take 2 hours of reflection time for every hour of interaction you got with someone who you're learning from that's doing what you want to do. Isn't that crazy? Okay, number 7, it says, never mind, I'm not even going to try to read my notes. I'm going into the book. I can't even read my notes. Should you do what you'd like to do with them? Number 7, should you do what you'd like to do with them? So you find this person that is doing what you would like to do. Should you do what you would like to do with them? He said, if you're someone who's dedicated to personal growth, you will always be learning from so many different people. You might have an opportunity to be mentored or to come into our coaching program by us or come into our club with us or come into our challenge with us. But is the person who's doing what you want to do the right person for you to follow. And I want you guys to evaluate this. This is not about you buying my stuff. It is not about you buying John Maxwell's book. It is about everything that you keep spending your time and money on. Ask yourself, is the person that you are potentially purchasing from, investing your time in, learning from, is this the right person for you? And he says, think about this. Is this a person of authenticity? Is this a person of integrity? Is this a person who's going to give you what you need? And are you teachable? Before you go invest any more time, before you go invest any more money, are you teachable? Do you have a coachable spirit? Do you have a teachable spirit? Are you ready to be accountable for what you've learned? Oh, let me switch to number 7. Are you ready to be accountable for what you've learned? Are you always prepared for the time you're going to get with your mentor, with your teacher, with your coach, with your whatever? If you come into Virtual Party Challenge, are you prepared? A lot of us spend time trying to learn from the people that are doing what we want to do, but we're not even prepared. We just jump from one thing to the next thing, to the next thing, to the next thing. Are you ready to demonstrate how you've learned from your time together? If you're giving me your time today, I hope that you go through these 10 questions again and again until you get clarity. He says, if you are looking for a mentor, have someone who's going to help you focus on your strengths, someone who's going to help you track things so that you can see what's working and not working, someone that's going to help you find your passion and give you choices, okay? Someone that's going to be there for advice and support, but help you come up with a game plan, give you feedback and encouragement, okay? All right, number 8, will you pay the price to do what you want to do? Number 8, 2 more after this. Will you pay the price to do what you want to do? So we claim that we're ready for growth, that we're so tired of being stuck, and we go through all these questions that we've answered, and then we align ourselves with someone who's going to say, okay, here's what you need to do. I've listened to what you said. I know what you want. You found your passion. We're going to give it a go. Number 8 says, will you pay the price? And this was pretty painful because I appreciate the honesty in this. So let me go to my notes. Will you pay the price? Will you fight your own ignorance? I was like, dude, you're bold asking me, will I fight my own ignorance? Will you do what it takes to follow your dream? So for some people, it seems like things come easy, but we know that there's been a lot of hard work behind the scenes. Are you going to push yourself? Are you going to learn by doing? Are you going to work hard? And are you willing to sacrifice, learn, grow, and change? It's not an easy journey, but it's worth it. He says most won't do it. If you've made it this far in this Be Social TV today, by the way, be social with me. How are you doing with this video so far? He says at the end of number 8, most people won't do it. Most people will not pay the price that it's going to take to get you to your dreams, to get you to be able to do what you want to do, to stop building someone else's empire and start building your own, because the journey is not short. It's a lifelong journey. I was talking with some of my network marketing team, and it is. If you look at these rock star people who come in and all of a sudden they're like at the top of the company, and this happened in the company I'm in, okay? There was a big shift of a lot of people that came from one company to the other, and they're getting all these like accolades. And you know what they said? We didn't start yesterday. We've been doing this for 5 years. Even if they weren't in network marketing before, do you ever have someone that signs up on your team and they just seem to get it really, really quickly? They've had a different journey prior to coming in. A lot of it was probably personal development and mindset, okay? So if you are ready to make the sacrifice and to push yourself out of your comfort zone and to learn new things and continue to grow so that you can live your dreams, so that you can monetize your passion if you want to build it into a business, so that you can walk on what the front of the video said, passion, purpose, impact. Number 9, when can you start doing it? Number 9, when can you start doing what you want to do? Okay. So people are like, well, probably when my kids are in school. Maybe when I don't work my full-time job. Probably tomorrow, maybe on Friday. Definitely not today, though. Today, I'm too busy. When can you start doing what you want to do? And he says, why not now? Why not now? Why can you not start right now? Don't wait till you're ready. Do it anyway. And this is the part of the book where he says, say it 50 times before you get out of bed. Do it anyway. Do it anyway. Do it anyway. Do it anyway. Don't wait till you think you're ready. You start now. You start today. And number 10, and then we can be done. Oh my gosh, this is 30 minutes. Okay, number 10. Are you guys ready for number 10? What will it be like? This makes me want to cry. What will it be like when you get to do what you like to do? Okay, now this is a catch-22. What will it be like when you get to do what you want to do? This is a catch-22. Where's my vision board? I moved her. Dang it. Where did I move the board to? I was going to show you guys. We look at these vision boards and we're like, oh, I want to have the car. I want to have the trip. I want to have the check. I want to have the blah, blah. But what will it feel like? What will it really be like when you get to do what you want to do? Here's what John Maxwell says. Will it be different than you imagined? Yes. It will definitely be different than you imagined. In fact, it might be more difficult. It might be more demanding, but it's also going to be better than you imagined. Better than you can even imagine. There's going to be a compound return. He says, guess what? You're going to get to do something you really enjoy. And he used the word fun. Y'all know why I teach virtual parties. Because I'm passionate about them. Because I like simple, fun, and effective. I don't care what other people think. The reason why they work is because they align with me. The reason why we're doing our next virtual party challenge is because I want to teach you guys how to do them differently. A lot of people don't realize like what the system is and why I teach it that way, because it just makes sense for how I want to grow and how I want to share. And it's all of this that we've learned today. And it is better than I could have imagined. It definitely has been way more difficult than I thought, but also way better in so many different ways, right? He says you're going to get to have fun, and nothing compares to doing what you were created to do. And on that note, we can all go bawl our eyes out. There are two most important days in everyone's lives. One is the day you were born, and 2 is the day you figure out why. Mic drop. All right, you guys, it's time to align your passion and your purpose and go make a mass impact. If you enjoy this kind of personal development stuff, it is what can change the game for you. I promise. My struggles are no less than yours or no better than yours or no nothing. It is not a comparison game. We all have reasons that we may not want to, but we must have reasons that are bigger that are driving us to do it anyway. So go turn your excuses into your reasons and take massive, imperfect action. I will see you on Wednesday if you are inside of Impact Makers for our full dive in on this. And I will see all of you next Monday right here. Action takers, I'll see you tomorrow. And everybody grab your ticket. We'll be getting you into the group. It starts October 11th. All right, go have a great Monday. That's it. Bye for now.